9, the Alpha Radio is on 95.9. River, St. Lucia, St. Lucia. River, St. Lucia.
And we're back, and we're back, and we're here. Yes, so let me say again, thank you for being here. What should I say? Should I call you Etheline, or should I call you Teacher Leonce or Principal Leonce? Which one should I call you?
Etheline is fine.
Okay, Etheline, yes, it will be. I like that. Yeah. And not that I don't know Etheline, but you know, when it comes to the principal, you got to be sure and ask before. So welcome again to REV-UP St. Lucia.
Thank you very much, and thanks again for having me.
Okay, it's our pleasure. So listeners, viewers, before we get to talking any further, we want to learn a little bit more about who is right here in studio. Here we go. Jane Etheline Leonce is a distinguished educator who has dedicated more than 4 decades to the advancement of education in St. Lucia. Her career began as a class teacher at Balata Primary School, where she spent 13 years teaching the common entrance class. She later transitioned into school leadership and has served as a principal for over 30 years. Mrs. Leonce first led La Guerre Combined School for 7 years before being appointed principal of the newly established Dame Paulette Louise Primary School in 2003. Wow, we're in 2026. Wow.
Yes.
Where she continues to serve today. She holds a master's degree in training and performance management from the University of Leicester. How you pronounce it?
Leicester's.
Oh, just Leicester's?
Yeah, Leicester University.
Wow.
In England.
I would go by the spelling.
Yes.
Leicester's. They don't even pronounce the T-E-R?
Leicester, yes.
Leicester's, okay. And a bachelor's degree in management studies and sociology from the University of the West Indies. Throughout her career, she has served in several national and regional roles supporting teacher training, school development, and education reform. Ms. Leonce is also passionate about mathematics, OMG, and science education, and has helped organize workshops, seminars, and competitions to inspire young learners. Beyond education, she is an entrepreneur and co-founder of JT Enterprises, Inc., which operates the Awesome Homes St. Lucia real estate brand. Creative and community-minded, she enjoys sewing, drawing, painting, reading, and cooking, and believes strongly in lifelong learning and faith. Wait. Where do you have the time to do all of that? Drawing, painting, well, the reading, yes, as a principal, I get that. Sewing and cooking.
Yes. Summers and Christmas.
Whoa.
You do your curtains, your everything.
Wow. Well, you know, I'm so happy that you're here. So we're going to start off first with the amount of years you've been an educator. More than 4 decades.
Definitely.
And I guess it's strictly St. Lucia for the 4.
Strictly St. Lucia. It doesn't feel that way, though. It feels like I started yesterday.
That's because you love what you do and you're doing what you love.
I do,
Yes. So what has been the most rewarding part of your journey as a teacher and, of course, a principal?
Well, what galvanized me into wanting education started when I was an intending teacher at the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. It was a new program, a new initiative by the Ministry of Education at the time, where young people who were interested in teaching would have a first feel of it as a student. And I did a stint at Marshall Combined and at Ave Maria. And at Marshall, I dealt with a little young lady named Barbara. I had to do a case study and help her throughout the year that I spent at Marshall. Well, I wasn't full-time. It was going in, going out, because I was still a student at Compre. Then later on, I was assigned to Ave Maria. Again, I met another student here in the grades. I think they were calling them Standard 6 or something. So at Ave Maria at the time was Standard 7.
Yeah, and all the schools had the Standard 6.
Yes, the Standard 7 thing. And I met this young lady, and because of my age, I suppose, because I'm a student and yet I'm a teacher, and they would talk to you, and then you begin to realize that our children really need something different. Our children need someone to motivate them. So I decided I wanted to be a teacher. And so in 1983, with the assistance of my principal at the time, Miss Lawrence Laura, I became a teacher.
All right, Lawrence Laura, because she was
Yes.
at the comprehensive
She was my
for
principal at the
many
time,
years.
and she got me my first job. She sent me to a friend of hers, and the friend didn't really want me. I must say that. The friend said I did not suit a country school. I had long nails,
Oh, right.
makeup, and all of that. So
You
I
too
was not
prim and
simple
proper.
enough. Yes. But then the friend got to like me. To the extent she didn't want me to leave. So that's how my career started. And my greatest feeling, because although I did Ave Maria, I did Marsha, I realized I wanted to go a place where I could make a difference.
Agreed.
My whole thing was to bring out the best potential in all those that happen to fall under my tutelage. And I got immense pleasure from watching a child come from very little to so much, to believe in, not just in terms of performance, but belief in themselves.
Agreed.
And I have told many people my greatest accomplishment was have a young man. When I was a teacher at Balata, I taught the common entrance class. And remember, common entrance at that time was in May, like now. And if you pass, you go to a secondary school. If you don't, you repeat, and then you eventually
Right.
go to grade 6 and you get out there. And I took this young man, teaching him to spell and write and do everything, and he made it for the Hess, Leon Hess Comprehensive.
Excellent.
And to
Because
me,
that's one of the
my
upper levels,
greatest-
right?
Definitely. One of my greatest accomplishments. And all those I did similar things with. And the sad thing is he didn't complete Hess, though. He dropped out while I was at university. Because he came back to me every time to do his homework, and I continued working with him till I went to university. He was in Form 3 and he dropped out. But to me, seeing a child move in terms of confidence and ability is what makes me happy. I've always said, and I think many people know that because I've heard some of my friends who speak about their life stories say that your beginning does not determine your end.
Agreed.
And
Totally.
your home background has nothing to do with how much you can accomplish. Whatever you believe in and you work at and you have your heart into it, you will achieve it.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible.
Mindset.
You are your only limit. And that's when I've tried to preach to my students. Even now, if you go to any student in my school and you begin to ask them, if you believe it, they'll tell you, I can achieve it. And this is my motto, and that's what has me in education today.
Yes, bravo to you. I see Irene is already on the Facebook. She says, Happy International Day, Etheline. Looking beautiful as usual. Kudos to you as a phenomenal woman.
Wow, thank you, Irene.
So
right
we'll-
back at you.
So we'll read the rest as we go along. So let's talk about, I read it a while ago, that mathematics thingy. Being a strong advocate for mathematics and science education. So why do you believe these subjects are so critical for the future of our young people?
Look around you. Nothing happens without mathematics. Nothing happens without science. Our just our development, our growth, our change is science. Socialization is science. And some people, I keep saying to them, science is not just about chemistry. Science has many facets. And one of it is being a social being. Being a social being and being able to operate within the parameters that you're placed in is scientific. You have to know how to respond to external stimuli. You have to know how to grow. So if you are someone who is in tune to who you are and where you are going to, you will succeed. So science is all about discovery. It's all about growth. It's all about change. And that's why I love science. Mathematics is no different because you have to be able to calculate. You have to be able to predict. You have to be able to do so much. Everything you do is mathematics. Your age growing from year to year, your height, your money, your everything is mathematics. And I just want people to realize that saying mathematics is difficult, it's not. It just requires a little bit more thinking, and we just don't want to think. But if you don't think, you die. Anything that does not think dies. So mathematics and science opens up doors to all possibilities. And I want people to realize that you have to know what's happening around you. You have to know what's happening, what changes, how you can bring about change. That's why I love those two subjects.
Yeah, and it looks like you're very intense in when it comes to your mathematics and your science.
I am.
I like that. I like that. Very bright young persons tend to go into science and mathematics.
I'm not so bright though.
Oh, that's what you think.
I believe there are people who are far better than me. It's just the love of it. And believe it or not, I did not really like mathematics until I encountered people who were able to bring out that love. I had Mr. Tusi who did a few classes with me at Castries Comprehensive. Then I had a Gaffer James. Miss James has this love for mathematics, and she was able to pass it on to me because she had me as quiz master for her mathematics competitions and stuff like that. And so, just finding out new ways, things of solving things brought about the love as well. So, and when I became a teacher, believe it or not, learning how to teach the children mathematics also brought in that love as well. Continue to develop that love. But that's how it all came about.
So now you've served in leadership roles, and I've read that it's nationally and regionally.
Yes.
You've done that?
Yes.
How important is collaboration across the Caribbean when it comes to strengthening education systems?
Oh, it's very important. I remember the first time I went out to represent St. Lucia, and again, it was Agatha James who selected my another principal and I to represent St. Lucia, and that was with World Food, and we had to, and Cardi, where we had to develop a health manual for healthy lifestyles in schools. And imagine that was so many years ago and we're only now seeing it coming out. But again, that's okay. And when you met other people and you begin to realize that we're not very different. You're thinking in your St. Lucia, you have all those issues and all those problems. And when you begin to hear the problems and issues other places, you have to say, we have to be grateful. We have to be thankful. Because we had school feeding program, which was run in a particular way. And when you went to another place, it was totally different. Whereas schools were able to handle everything. You had, for example, in Trinidad, there was an external entity preparing the meals, and the meals were being delivered to the school. So in our schools right now, you may cater for 40 students, but on that day, there may be 6 or 7 other students who didn't have food, and you can feed them. But in these other places, if it's 100 meals for the school, 100 meals goes across. So we have to be so fortunate that we at least have that latitude and to do things on our own and to help those around us. So whereas we complain sometimes a lot, sometimes we have to stop and be grateful. Yes.
And you being at that school for so many years, at that one school,
Oh, yes.
does it continue to be motivating for you? Because it's one school you've been at since, what you said, 2003?
Yes.
Right.
But believe it or not, whereas I taught at 2 other schools and I was principal at one other, Dame Paulette is different in that I started the school. I was the first principal. So you are putting structures in place. So for the first 5 years, you don't even feel as though you're doing school. You're building, you're transitioning. And I say to people, the larger the institution, the more it requires of you. So every year at Dame Paulette is a different year. We have to strategize, we have to re-strategize, we have to change because the students we get are different. The influx of teachers, because some of my teachers have left, they have retired, some have married, they have migrated, they have been promoted. So I cannot come back next year with the same thing because I don't have the same staff, I don't have the same students. So you are constantly growing, you are constantly changing, so you don't even have time to be bored. You don't have time to say it's long. It feels short. And I can't believe I'm coming to the end of it. It just feels so short. But that's how it is. And it keeps you going. And success, you cannot sit and say, I'm successful. You have to continue working at being successful. So being at one school is like being at 23 different schools.
So let's
Really
back up a
true.
little bit of what you just said there. You said, I can't believe it's coming to an end. Are we talking about retirement here?
Definitely. All good things come to an end. You make way for the new.
But are you ready for that? I mean, it's going to happen, but are you ready for it? Meaning that the motivation, the feeling, the happiness it brings you, the wanting to wake up in the morning and get to the school. Are you ready for that?
I don't think how do I say it? I'm happy for retirement. I'm not happy to leave my, well, I call it my school. I'm very possessive. I'm not happy to leave my school or my teachers or my children or my babies. You know, I mean, that doesn't mean everything is perfect in terms of everything happening at the school, but you have your lot, you deal with it, and you enjoy it, and I enjoy it. And I will miss my babies just coming up and saying, Miss, I love you. Miss, how is your day? Or just come and bring a sweet or something. I'll miss even my teachers just popping their heads in and saying, how you doing there? You know, I will miss it, definitely. I mean, that's something I shape, I molded. That's my baby. But I'm like I said, I believe in change. I believe in growth. And I believe if I remain there, how will I make way for someone else to learn and for someone else to do something, to grow it to the next level, you know? So yeah, I'm sad I'm going, but I realistic enough to know that I have to.
Yeah, and 23 years is really an adult. Yes. So you've made your mark, really. You've made your mark.
God is good, yes.
And you continue to make that mark.
God is good.
Yeah, so my final question, of course, we you know, we're in the week of it, we're in the month of it, and it's International Women's Day on Sunday. So, and right here we're observing that as well by making sure we have the ladies come in and, you know, talk to us, you know. So what message would you like to share with young women and girls in St. Lucia about leadership, about resilience, and believing in their potential?
There's so much I can say. I mean, I spoke to my girls just this morning. I think we are worth more than we give ourselves value. I've said to people, the most precious diamonds are never exposed. The most precious jewels are hidden. And we are that. We women, I mean, I actually sang to my staff that they are royal. You women are royalty. You are the shapers. You are the bedrock of society. You are the nurturers. I mean, you are the foundation. Without a woman, I don't know where this world would be.
You know, it's funny because Aisha was here this morning and she said some of the same things that you're saying without women.
So you see, it's true.
Yeah, it is true.
It is true.
Yes.
It is true. And I want us to realize our value. We don't need anybody to add value to us. We are valuable in and of ourselves. Just look in the mirror and just tell yourself you are valuable. No one needs to validate it. I said to my children from the song "He is Royal," you don't need no makeup to be a cutie. You don't need anything like that. You just have to be you, no matter your size, no matter your looks, no matter anything, not even your intelligence, because we can take the most intelligent people in the world and they still will not be on the same level.
Right.
So just appreciate who you are. Step out every day giving your best. Step out every day believing in yourself, believing in the potential within you. And don't look back. Always look forward and trust that God will make a way for you.
Amen. Now, this was my final question, but I think because you're the principal of the school, I should ask, what plans was there or is there, I know today's Friday, for the teachers of the school, because we're observing International Women's Day on Sunday?
Well,
if there is.
This year I faltered. Normally for International Women's Day, my teachers get corsages and refreshment. But this year, for some reason, it crept up on me, which is why this morning I had to do an impromptu serenade to my teachers.
Yay!
That's what I did, where I sang to them. I hope they appreciate it.
So that must have been me popping into...
I'm not very good at singing. And a little speech, a little talk, and had the students praise them and their hard work, their dedication, and everything, and wish them happy International Women's Day. But I plan to make up on the Monday. I spoke to one of my teachers just this afternoon about planning something for them for Monday to surprise them.
And then we say we're going to be celebrating the entire month anyway. You know, great. So why not celebrate the entire month? So, and you know, it's really, even if that is the day, I still think that you can celebrate that day by still using the title any day you want. So if you're going to celebrate it on Monday, then the school is celebrating International Women's Day on Monday, and that's what it is.
Yeah, well, it celebrated sort of this morning. I mean, it took some time, but the token was not given,
right?
Which is what I normally do.
Right. Yeah. And well, I was saying, is it because the reason why you remembered it is it because when I came into the office yesterday, was that a memory for you?
That was it. serious. That was it. Because I'm saying the same time, then I remembered Prince, there's a conference and all of that. And this term has been a little rocky one for me because it was one where I was out for a period of time. And that has never happened in the history for me. And so it did put me off in terms of the timelines of activities and stuff.
Right.
So when you came in, it was an eye-opener. I had to go and look for the theme so I can present to my teachers on the theme this morning and stuff like that.
Give and
so
gain.
you did. It was a wake-up call. When you came.
Yeah.
Truly
Each one
grateful
teach
for
one.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Give and gain. So our sincere thanks to you, Miss Leonce, for sharing your inspiring journey with us as we celebrate women making a difference across St. Lucia, of course, in observance of International Women's Day. We thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure being here. And to all women of St. Lucia, remember, you are phenomenal women. You are in and of yourself royal. Please remain focused and each one guide one to realizing it's her, we're looking at women, of fullest potential. If we believe in the potential of women, we all can grow together. Happy International Women's Day, St. Lucian women. And thank you again, Lady J. All the best to you as well.
Thank you. So, hey, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh,
right?
boy.
You sang the song this morning, right?
Oh, no. I don't have a voice. I can't sing.
Never mind. I'm going to drop it right here after, so don't worry.
Brilliant.
So persons on Facebook will not be hearing because we've got to take it off. So let's say thank you to Facebook people. You go back on and listen to us on radio. And those people who were on the platform, YouTube as well, and Twitter, we want to thank them. And it's also a thank you from Etheline. She's saying thank you. So we have Josiane Alexander is also here, Lacha. Gloria Severin is here as well. And Primus Hutchinson is also watching. So we do have some persons watching, and we thank you. And we're just about to say goodbye. But stay right here because I'm going to be dedicating that same song to you right here.
And
stay
to
right
all
here.
teachers and all my parents, my phenomenal parents at Dame Paulette, all the women, happy International Women's Day to you and all women, like I said, in St. Lucia.
Yes.
95.